Man, I gotta tell you, between actually, well, full disclosure, my low is the fact that yesterday we couldn't really do what we normally do on Saturday night, but it is for a very good reason. So it's only kind of a low, but come on, I gotta do something right. But my high is literally between everything that happened yesterday. I'm just feeling like rejuvenated, like from yesterday's video, because seriously, yesterday's video, I didn't mean to get that emotional, but man, that was a good cry. That was like, everyone needs a good cry every now and again. That was a really good cry. And like between this morning, I just felt like taking a really cold shower, and like it felt amazing. Like, I'm ready to go, man. Let's do this. Got football today. Gonna be celebrating Thanksgiving today with, my family, my more immediate family for real. Like, this is gonna be awesome. But I have a few things to talk about, so let's get started. Oh right, my act of kindness was helping my dad take care of a few things yesterday when I was visiting him, because we both go to church together. And actually, believe it or not, last night, because we go to St. Mary's in Corning for church, and I ushered. So that was my act of kindness. I mean, full disclosure, churches don't really need ushers per se, but you get to do a few things. Actually, I mean, I'll talk about that in a second. So, good morning and happy Sunday, everyone. So, regarding church last night, if you're an usher, some of the things you get to do is you get to hold those little sticks with a little basket at the end of it, and you take the collections. You get to bring up the quote unquote gifts, which is the collected money, and the body and blood of Christ, which is the wafer crackers and wine and stuff. So at least if you're an usher, if you're bored and don't like really going to church, if you get to be an usher, do it. I mean, clearly it doesn't really make church any less boring, but at least you get to do stuff. So that was really cool. And after church, because here's the thing, we tried going to Sorges last night, and then we tried going to Woodhouse, which is a place in Corning that I only have had a couple times, but not enough to really form a strong opinion on one way or the other. But I have liked what I had so far, so that helps. But last night, the city of Corning had its parade of lights. For those of you who are out of the area and would therefore not know what that is, it's basically like a holiday parade. There's floats and bands and Christmas music and lots of lights, hence the name. And crowds of people all over the place. Needless to say, parking is an absolute nightmare. I mean, I may have been there a couple of times in my life, and it's fun if you're able to go, but honestly, it's not really our thing, my family and I. We pretty much just, here's the thing, we would go more often if I say more often, they only have it once a year. We would go if, parking was better, but if you live in the city of Corning, you know how terrible parking is. Especially when you have all those different people everywhere. And it's absolutely bonkers in a good way. Because for those waiting for the parade, it gives you an opportunity to, perhaps eat dinner at any of the local establishments. Remember to shop local. Or in this case, eat local. You can probably shop too. There's some places on Market Street you can go shopping at. So shop and eat local. That's a good thing. Like, the whole thing is promoting local, which is awesome, which we need more of. But obviously last night I couldn't have my steak. I gotta have one steak a week or else I'll die on the inside. I'm not gonna die, don't worry. But we tried going to this one place called the Woodhouse, which I just mentioned earlier. I may have had it only a couple of times, and from what I had was good, but I've never actually had I've only ever eaten it taken out. I've never actually eaten it there fresh. So we actually tried going, and it was packed. Like, my old man and I get there, it's pretty packed. Like, it was like a 20-minute, half-hour wait. We're not doing that. So we decided to order, we ordered a picnic pizza. My folks got, well, actually it was just my dad, but he got something for my mom because my mom was working. So he got, a large pizza with extra cheese, sausage, peppers, and onions. And thanks to because Woodhouse is more like a bar, and I'm immediately smelling bar food anyway, so like, forget it. I want wings and fries. So I got wings and fries, which is really good. Love that stuff. So that all happened. And between all that, earlier yesterday, Michigan beat Ohio State. I mean, they were both 2 and 3. Well, actually, Michigan was 3, Ohio State was 2. But, they were 2 of the top 3 schools in the country for football. So, naturally, you think there's going to be a good game. But Michigan, like that was a shellacking. Like, it was close for, like, the first half, and then Michigan completely ran away with it, like 45-23. So I can only imagine, like, in a way I'm actually kind of glad, like, the rivalry is renewed in this way. Because, like, for the longest time, Ohio State, don't get me wrong, I don't really have a dog in any fight, although my family does tend to root for places like Ohio State, Penn State, Notre Dame, those schools. But for years, Ohio just had, like, the upper hand. And I want you undisputed with Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp. And Skip Bayless firmly believes that what's keeping Michigan from competing with The Ohio State University, you have to say The Ohio State University, otherwise no one's going to know what you're talking about. What keeps Michigan from competing against The Ohio State is they need a quarterback. And Michigan got themselves a quarterback. He's really good. We also watched last night a little bit of the USC and Notre Dame, and I'm pretty sure USC won, but Notre Dame at least made it interesting. I think the final score might have been like 31-21 or something. That's when I stopped watching and head home. I'll tell you what though, between everything that happened yesterday, like, I was like exhausted. Like, on 2 separate occasions while visiting my folks, one in the family room watching TV with my dad, and the other one with my mom was actually kind of sick, so I only visited with her for like a little bit. But like, I fell asleep on 2 separate occasions. I wound up getting back here at like 10:40 last night. Crazy, huh? But it was fun. All in all, it was a really, really great day. And yeah, I mean, for those of you who went to the Parade of Lights last night in Corning, I really hope you all had a wonderful time. If you've never been, I sincerely recommend you go. I mean, again, parking is a nightmare. But if you can find a way around that, you're in for a treat, trust me. I wish we had more parades. Parades are fun. Actually, the day after Thanksgiving, the city of Elmira had like a little parade themselves, but I wasn't. I was in the city of Corning all day on Friday, so I couldn't see. But from the photos I've seen, everything from all my friends on social media, everyone looked like they had a good time, so that's really good. From what I saw of my friends who went to the Parade of Lights last night, they all looked like they had fun, so that's really good too. Yeah. Actually, I just mentioned, I said I wish there were more parades. There's not going to be another parade, but Corning has something called Sparkle, which pretty much is the same sort of fun fanfare as the Parade of Lights, only without the parade. Obviously, the lights are there, but like, here's the thing: the Parade of Lights really is put on by a First Heritage, the bank, the Federal Credit Union. So that was like, it's the parade sponsored by First Heritage, but if you're there and you're waiting for the parade to start, you can eat and shop at, local establishments like Sorges, for instance, or there's a Tommy Hilfiger store in Corning too. You can shop there. So it gives you opportunities to shop. Sparkle really emphasizes the supporting local comparatively. Like, there's no parade, but everyone's going to be busy walking around, having fun. So, you can do whatever you want. Go shopping, eat, at Sorges or Anilio's, or, actually, I never did tell you this. Tony R's became the Quincy Exchange. I haven't been there yet, and I don't think I ever. I mean, here's the thing. My family owns a flooring store. Actually, no, I'm not gonna get into that. But the point is, it's probably not gonna be like I go unless I'm invited. I'll just stop there. But I've heard good things about it. Let's see, 3 birds in the salary. You could basically, if you're able to shop and support local during Sparkle, do it, because it really is all in good fun. And speaking of all in good fun, I'm in for a fun afternoon myself. Again, I just mentioned we're celebrating Thanksgiving. I'm going to be celebrating Thanksgiving with, my family, specifically my mom's food, which, technically a week ago when we celebrated my mom's and sister-in-law's birthday, we had a turkey dinner, but come on, man, it's turkey dinner. Who's going to complain about that? Plus, I get to have my mom's stuffing again. I may have said on record before that my mom's stuffing is probably the best thing she's ever made. Although I will say this, when it comes to probably savory food, that's the case. But when it comes to sweet food, and keep in mind, it really had been 5 years since I had it. But man, my mom's zucchini bread. Oh Lord, that was good. That was real good zucchini bread. My mom actually still has 2 loaves of it in her freezer. There was a third one that she kept in the refrigerator, but I think it might have gone bad, so she threw it away. Which I'm upset about because, I was never given permission to eat that loaf. Seriously, I 5 years since I've had that zucchini bread, and you already wasted one of the loaves. Unbelievable. But semantics, it's all well and good. And today I'm in for a really great day. Because not only will we be celebrating Thanksgiving, but there's going to be football involved. Speaking of which, let's make my NFL pick, shall we? Now, if I remember correctly, I was 3-0 coming into today because all 3 games on Thanksgiving I predicted correctly. Yes, I predicted the Bills, the Cowboys, and the Vikings all winning, and they did. So, right now I'm 3-0. With that said, the Texans and the Dolphins. I'm picking the Dolphins. Bengals and Titans. I do believe both teams are at the tops of their division. And this would be a rematch of the divisional playoff round from last year. Titans boast a better record. I'll pick Tennessee. I thought about the Bengals for a second, but you know what? As long as Derrick Henry is healthy, the Titans are going to go far. Let's see, the Broncos and the Panthers. Panthers. Yeah, let's be honest. I think the Broncos season is all but over at this point. See, the Bears and the Jets. Okay, I'll admit, I didn't think the Jets ever had it in them, but they do. I'm picking the Jets over the Bears. Commanders, Falcons and Commanders. Commanders. They're on fire. They really want that wild card spot, and I think being the Falcons will really help them. Buccaneers and Browns. Oh, easy. Listen, Tampa may not be as dynamic as it was in the previous years, but they're better than the Browns. I'm picking Tampa Bay. Ravens and Jaguars. That's ain't hard to do. It's Ravens. Raiders and Seahawks. Seahawks. Chargers and Cardinals. Yeah, I'll do the Chargers. 49ers and Saints. 49ers. Rams and Chiefs. Chiefs. And finally, tonight's game, the Packers and the Eagles. Yeah, I think the Eagles are going to win this one. Yeah, the Eagles are. I hate Aaron Rodgers. I hate the Eagles too. I gotta know which one's going to be better. And yeah, the Eagles are going to win tonight for sure. I'll tell you what though. Only Dallas would be stupid enough. Only my Cowboys would be stupid enough to lose to Aaron Rodgers, even when it's literally handed to us on a silver platter. So if the Packers won, that would really help. It would really help out my Cowboys immensely. But I'll pick the Eagles, I guess, hoping for the Packers. That's just me. So those are my picks. So there's one more game tomorrow, but today my picks are the Dolphins, the Titans, the Panthers, the Jets, the Commanders, the Buccaneers, the Ravens, the Seahawks, the Chargers, the 49ers, the Chiefs, and the Eagles. Those are my picks right now. All that's left to do now is just enjoy my Sunday, maybe get myself some breakfast. I would take a nap at some point, get ready to enjoy Thanksgiving, get to have my mom's cooking. It's going to be awesome. And see you guys tomorrow. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, leave a like and subscribe. Leave a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on social media. As always, I am very humbled I made this video. For all of you guys watching, enjoy for today. Hopefully you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Sunday. And remember, if any of you guys want to talk or chat, I'm always going to be here to lend you. I'll always have your back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.